It's time for Uncle Hank. Question Everything with M. Kalani Souza and Uncle Hank Ferguson.
Hey gang, welcome back to Uncle Hank, where we question everything, especially in this questionable pandemic, spamdemic times, and our government taking unquestionably questionable answers and actions. Now, I'm joined here by the immutable and unquestionably charming Uncle Hank Ferguson.
Fill me with kindness. Go ahead. Now, anyway, hey, aloha gang. Nice to be here. So we wanted to expand on some of these thoughts because one of the things that we're dealing with that goes under the radar because of the pandemic. Okay, there's all this legislation going on in our state and the federal government, and it's very questionable when you have a state that says you can go back to school, you can go eat, you can do all these kind of things. All the tourists can come here, but we can't have open meetings.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's up with that?
They called off all of the precautionary measures, except government is still kind of
Exactly
cautionary.
Yes, and
Yikes! So
yeah.
like the pandemic sunshine laws.
You know what? I'll tell you what. A way that we might want to cure that for all you guys who want to play politics. Float a bill that says any legislation passed during the pandemic is subject to recall and review.
Oh,
that would be a good idea, don't you think?
Kind of like a safety valve.
Yes.
Then. So
because they're doing all kinds of stuff that you don't know
some
about.
Legislation that says any legislation passed during these times are subject to review
and recall.
But you know how hard it is to unmake a law? You think it's hard to make the law. Once you make a law, it's really hard to unmake the law.
That's why putting in this law, because I mean you're already justifying why you want this law because of the secrecy and the stuff that we don't know about.
I mean, and
you're not able to participate
now,
anyway.
We got some public laws like public access to shoreline.
All these things
are under
water
attack
laws,
right now.
they're all under attack. Yeah,
we should keep our eye on this stuff. Gang.
Access rights, the PASH laws. These are all being questioned right now.
Yeah, and we should question why it is they question our right to have public access. I mean, that's like mamala hoa. That's like the first law. First of Hawaii, the right of the people to move along the roadways unencumbered and free from persecution.
That's what we were talking about with Red Hill. Our word for law is what? Kanawai. It's the pathway of the water. That's the oldest law in Hawaii. So when you have, Hawaii HRS 1-1 says that the common law of England shall be the supreme law of the land, with exception of Hawaiian usage and Hawaiian judicial precedent. Mamaloa Kanawai is the judicial precedent. First law of Hawaii.
Yeah, so we should be caring for that law, right? That law which guarantees our safety.
Uncle Hank fought that over 12 years in court and still went to jail.
And our access, right? Our ability to have access, the right to sustain ourselves through regenerative practices handed down since time immemorial.
And so one of the ways they're playing this, you have access on unencumbered land. Now, so what do? They encumber it. So suddenly your rights, your access rights get diminished.
Encumbered, what is that?
That means
like some kind of vegetables, like an encumber and asparagus salad?
Encumbered is if there's another interest in what you're talking about.
Oh, you mean somebody else's interest?
Yes. Like, for instance, the Hawaii land law.
It's always interested in Hawaii shorelines and beaches.
Yes.
I think we're going to get a handle on this.
We got to get a handle real quick because right now they're doing all kinds of zoning things, legislation that seems small, but when you combine them all, they're really big. Even including the state historic preservation. That's even being challenged right now or being revamped. And if anybody understands state historic preservation, where the burial constants are, they've been pretty much gutted as far as funds go.
Okay, gang. Stand by, because we're going to begin the People's Alliance to Save Hawaii.
There we go.
The People's Alliance to Save Hawaii. Stand by. We're going to tell you how to sign up and support our public access to shorelines here in Hawaii. Yo.
Anyway, that's called PASH. We need to look at it very carefully and don't let them alter the intent of the law in the first place. With that, we're saying hello, guys. We'll be right back.
And don't forget, question everything.
Yes.
Come be
be a part of a minority view.
Ao he pau ike, I ka halau ho o kahi,